The phone vibrated like a warning shot while I was fake smiling through another pointless team meeting. Unknown caller. I glanced at the screen, Coastal Trust Bank, and my pulse kicked hard. I slipped out to the stairwell before anyone could ask questions. "This is Elena Voss," I said, keeping it low. A woman's voice came through, steady but edged with caution. "Ms. Voss, this is Rachel Torres, Regional Manager. We need to discuss your coastal cottage immediately." My free hand gripped the railing. That cottage was my secret fortress, the one asset I'd bought alone, the one place no family drama could touch. "What's wrong with it?" A careful beat. "It was refinanced 2 days ago. Fully processed." The stairwell lights buzzed overhead. "Impossible. I never signed a thing." "That's precisely why I'm reaching out personally," Rachel said. "The application bypassed standard verification. The initiators are listed as your mother and stepfather." I slid down my spine. I pictured them, Vivian with her too perfect lipstick, Victor with his quiet, entitled stare. They'd visited the cottage last fall, dropped by just to see how you're managing, and left with photos of every room for memories. Victor had lingered by the deed box, murmuring, "Places like this belong to legacy, not one person." I drove to the bank faster than legally wise, jaw locked, replaying every boundary I'd ever set. Rachel met me in a side conference room, no pleasantries, no fake warmth. She placed my driver's license beside a tablet and turned the screen toward me. "Here's the signature they submitted." She zoomed. My name stared back, close enough to fool a glance, sloppy enough to scream forgery when you knew my real loops and pressure. "That's not me," I said flatly. "I know." Rachel's tone carried quiet fury. "We ran it against your card specimen. No match." "And the authorization letter they attached? Notarized by someone we've flagged twice for questionable acts." She tapped again. A name appeared, Lydia Voss, no relation, but the same last name chilled me. Then the wire details loaded. Cash out, $215,000. Destination, Vanguard Holdings LLC. Beneficiary V. Voss. Victor. Of course. Rachel's eyes met mine. The transfer was queued but frozen. Our system flagged an internal red flag on Lydia before funds released. "We've locked everything down and issued a rescission notice." Relief flickered, then died. "What about the county filing?" "That's the next step," she said. "A compliance officer, Jamal, joined us. Documents were e-submitted yesterday via Premier Title Services. If the new deed or power of attorney hits record, untangling becomes exponentially harder." I left with a thick envelope of printouts, a fraud reference number, and instructions to head straight to the county recorder. The government building smelled of toner and stale coffee. The clerk at the counter pulled up my parcel. Her eyebrows rose. 2 instruments pending, updated mortgage and a durable power of attorney. Submitter, Premier Title, Agent Lydia Voss. My voice stayed even. "I'm disputing both as fraudulent. I want a hold placed now." She didn't argue. She called the supervisor over. A tall man named Carlos reviewed the screen, then me. "We can issue a precautionary flag. It pauses recording pending investigation. You'll need to file an official protest affidavit and possibly involve law enforcement." I signed where he pointed, stomach tight but steady. As Carlos typed the hold command, my phone lit up. Mom calling, then a text from Dad. We were protecting the family's future. "Talk to us before you ruin everything." I saved the screenshot, added it to the growing folder of proof. Carlos looked up. "Hold is active. Nothing records until the title fraud unit clears it. Get an attorney, file a police report today. This crosses into felony territory." I walked out into blinding afternoon sun, papers clutched like armor. The cottage was still mine. The money never moved. The forged chain of control snapped before it could tighten. For the first time in years, my parents' reach felt shorter than my resolve.